Imagine Earth long ago. All the continents we know today were once united. They formed a single gigantic landmass called Pangaea. Pangaea was a vast supercontinent. It stretched from pole to pole. Surrounding Pangaea was a huge ocean called Panthalassa. Life on Pangaea was very different from today. Dinosaurs roamed the land. Strange and wonderful creatures swam in the seas. Pangaea existed for millions of years, but it was not meant to last forever. Deep within the Earth, powerful forces were at work. These forces would eventually tear Pangaea apart. The breakup of Pangaea is a fascinating story. It is a story of slow but relentless change. It is a story that continues to this day. The continents we see today are like pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle. They fit together to form the supercontinent of the past. But how did these pieces move apart? What caused this incredible journey across the globe? The answer lies in a process called plate tectonics. Earth's outer layer is not one solid piece. It is broken into several large plates. These plates float on the semi-molten layer below. Like rafts on a slow-moving river, these plates are in constant motion. It is this motion that shapes our planet's surface. It creates mountains, volcanoes, and earthquakes, and it is this motion that tore apart Pangaea, setting the continents adrift. About 200 million years ago, Pangaea began to break apart. The process started slowly, with a giant rift forming across the supercontinent. This rift, a deep crack in Earth's crust, was caused by the movement of tectonic plates. Molten rock, known as magma, rose up from the mantle, pushing the plates apart. As the rift grew wider, it began to fill with water. This marked the birth of the Atlantic Ocean. Over millions of years, the Atlantic Ocean grew wider and wider. The Americas drifted westward, away from Europe and Africa. This separation was not a sudden, catastrophic event, but a slow and gradual process. The movement of the continents was driven by the same forces that drive plate tectonics today. Heat from Earth's core creates convection currents in the mantle. These currents push and pull on the tectonic plates, causing them to move. The movement is slow, only a few centimeters per year, but over millions of years, it adds up to vast distances. The breakup of Pangaea and the formation of the Atlantic Ocean had a profound impact on Earth's history. It changed ocean currents, global climate, and the evolution of life itself. As the continents drifted apart, plants and animals were separated, leading to the development of new and diverse species on different land masses. As Pangaea continued to break apart, it split into two smaller supercontinents, Laurasia in the north and Gondwana in the south. Laurasia consisted of what is now North America, Europe, and Asia. Gondwana included South America, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, and India. The separation of Laurasia and Gondwana was a significant event in Earth's history. It marked the beginning of the end for Pangaea and the formation of the continents as we know them today. The Tethys Sea, a vast body of water that once separated Laurasia and Gondwana, began to close as the continents continued to drift. The breakup of these supercontinents also had a major impact on the evolution of life on Earth. As land masses separated, plants and animals were isolated from each other, leading to the development of unique species on different continents. For example, marsupials, now found primarily in Australia, evolved on Gondwana before it fully broke apart. Section 4: India's Journey North, Collision and Upheaval. One of the most dramatic consequences of Pangaea's breakup was the northward journey of India. Originally part of Gondwana, India broke away and began a long and arduous journey across the Tethys Sea towards Asia. This journey, driven by the relentless forces of plate tectonics, would have a profound impact on the geography of Asia. As India moved north, the Tethys Sea began to close, shrinking until it eventually disappeared. The collision between India and Asia was one